Tickets are still on sale right now. If you want to come see us in Dublin, August the 4th, get yourself over to thesugarclub.com for tickets. Special guests on the night, special surprises on the night as well. I heard that Connor may even get his nips out. Don't quote me on that one, but definitely quote me on that one. So this is a bit of a strange one, right? It comes from El Nacional. Having missed out on the signing of Aurélien Tchouaméni last summer, the latest report from Spain has suggested Liverpool may renew their interest. Goes on to say that the Frenchman hasn't lived up to expectations and have also experienced injury and attitude issues at Real Madrid. As a result, it says that Real Madrid are considering the sale of the 23-year-old as they cannot afford the luxury of having a player who costs so much money on the bench. It then goes on to say that Liverpool are still interested and that Jurgen Klopp remains willing to pay £71 million to sign Aurélien Tchouaméni from Real Madrid. Now, again, there's many ways to look at this article. Firstly, let's say I think it belongs very firmly on Bullshit Island. And also, even if there's any grain of truth to this article, it's not exactly screaming come sign for Real Madrid to any other younger talents who they may be looking at. Hey Jude, I'm talking to you here. That maybe you can be just cast away so quickly. And yes, Tchouaméni has been on the bench more times than not when I've watched Real Madrid this season. But you would think that there would be a bit of patience there for a player that's only just come in and had his first season, changing from one league to another, one city to another, 23 years of age. And I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp would still be interested, but it just feels like it's a whole load of nonsense, right? And it feels like they're almost trying to tempt Liverpool into going after him so they can say to Jude Bellingham, look, they don't want you, Jude. They don't want you. They never wanted you, Jude. They always wanted Tchouaméni. And look, here's us, Jude. We want you, fella. Come to Madrid. I don't believe it. I don't believe any of it, to be honest with you. But I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. Madrid are spoiled, said Maddie. Yes, they are. I've said this before. Madrid fans are absolutely spoiled. How can you sign a player for 100 million, i.e., Hazard, and at his unveiling be holding up signs saying we want Mbappe? I mean, they are absolutely delusional. They are spoiled. They are petulant. And again, I've said to you guys all along, I don't think Bellingham, the move to Madrid, is right for him. And if this is the treatment of another youngster that's just come in the door, then let's wait and see. Now, it shocked me that this has come from Spain, because I would have thought maybe somebody in another country's media might try and shithouse Madrid a bit, but for it to come out with Spain, it kind of surprised me, to be honest. Real Madrid regretting selling Casemiro for Tchouaméni. Do you know what? I hold my hands up on this, and I'll hold my hands up again and again and again. I honestly thought that Casemiro was going to United for a pension. Genuinely thought he thought Madrid must have known something that we didn't know, and that he was going there and he was on the decline, and that he was just going to United to get a big payday. But look, I'll put my hands up. I was very wrong about that. He's been a huge difference maker to that Manchester United team. I get that Modric is still world class, but why would you play a player that is on the verge of retirement over the many great talents they have? If I'm managing Real Madrid, I'm playing Modric and Kroos every week they're available, because they're still doing it. They're still delivering on the biggest stage. They're still winning European Cups. They're still controlling games. They are a very, very, very good midfield. And if you supplement that with the likes of Camavinga, Valverde, it's all good. It's all good. So I understand the problems they have, but then again, I would have thought that they were absolutely willing for this to be a transitional season for the likes of Camavinga and Tchouaméni, and getting them up to speed on all things Real Madrid and what the manager wants from them ahead of maybe a longer term future at the club. Modric is world class, Matty, absolutely. So look, does anybody think that there's any grain of truth to this story about Liverpool, or Jurgen Klopp in particular, maybe looking at putting in a £71 million bid for Aurélien Tchouaméni from Real Madrid? Lance said he doesn't believe it whatsoever. It's a smokescreen. Said G Miller, we do love a good smokescreen. I love a smokescreen. It's bullshit, let's be honest, said Connor the Red. Alfie said nope. Futsala said I bloody hope so, but no. Maybe Klopp would want him. Yeah, I think that maybe Klopp would still want them. And look, would I be angry if in the summer we brought in Bellamy and Tchouaméni? No, I'd be over the moon about it, but I don't see it happening in any way, shape or form. No way are they doing anything to jeopardise the Jude deal. Well, look, I've been trying to keep my ear to the ground today to just see if I can get any gauge about the timing of this, because regardless of whether you believe Jude Bellingham's coming to Liverpool, or Jude Bellingham's going to Manchester City, or Jude Bellingham's going wherever, there's been more and more comments, posts, chatter about a decision being made from the player side, and about apparently an imminent announcement of his decision. I can't shed any light on that one, in all honesty. Still, for me, it's just what I know, and nothing new. But I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see if we do hear something. Because God, it wouldn't it be a great boost for the end of the season if we heard that the decision was made, the clubs have agreed a fee, and at the end of the campaign, Jude Bellingham will be saying his goodbye to the yellow wall and making his way to Kirby for the pre-season training. I mean, look, if the player was available, I'm saying yes. Mark, if he's available genuinely for 70 million, I'm saying yes. Plus, we were willing to pay more for him, right? I think, wasn't he €100 million when Liverpool were interested in signing him before he went to Real Madrid? Craig, I'm Spanish. It's the first time I've heard of the Tchouameni thing. Okay, again, it comes from El Nacional, so maybe Diego, you could have a little search of El Nacional and give us your translation of the article, perhaps. Because sometimes these things do get somewhat lost in translation. And again, I openly said I took this from the Echo's feed, and I'm sure that they had somebody translate the piece for them as well, or they hit Google Translate, one or the other. But yeah, what shocked me about it, Diego, was the attitude issues. Because he doesn't strike me, from what I've seen, as somebody who looks like he has an attitude or an arrogance about him. If we've already signed Jude, yes, but only then, or only after the decision is made one way or another. Said 8 Disco 8 with regards to the Tchouameni for 70 million. I live in Liverpool, Craig. The Echo's the most garbage news outlet when it comes to transfer news. They're awful. Again, I don't disagree with you, mate, and I'm not trying to. All I do on these shows, buddy, is just come together from as many different outlets as I can, pick all the stories that I think will be of interest to you guys, bring them in, and we discuss them. I mean, these aren't even Echo stories in themselves. They vary, like the one about Tchouameni, they openly say is from El Nacional. So I agree with you on the Echo. I have my own gripe with the Echo. That is nothing to do with their quality of journalism, more to do with the fact that they continuously fucking ignore us no matter what we do. And even stories that have originated with us just get passed over. That's my annoyance with them. But I do agree with you. They've, in my humble opinion, they've gone downhill a lot over the past, let's say 10 years. Is El Nacional a Catalan source? I'm not sure, Diego. It's a fair question, and I understand why you're asking it. If it is a Catalan source, then it would explain why they may be trying to destabilize Madrid a little bit, particularly after Madrid went to the Nou Camp and destroyed Barcelona in the Copa del Rey semi-final second leg the other night. Why not try and play Trent in midfield instead of Elliott? Because he still won't do the same thing that he's not doing now, mate. This is what I don't understand about people who want Trent to go into midfield. What do we need from a midfielder? We need guile and creativity. Does Trent have that? Yes. But most importantly, we need work rate, and we need a willingness to track back. We need a willingness to burst your ass. And that I don't see from Trent. So I don't see how moving him into midfield changes anything. Because then he's going to have to be the one that's providing cover for the right back. And he's not able to do that when he's the right back. So I don't see how putting him in midfield changes anything. You're still going to have the same player who isn't working hard enough, in my opinion.